Akenzua. And that's why when I visited the Oba of Issele-Uku for the first time, I filled the form. Under 2 seconds, I was ushered in. And he stood. He said, my brother. He said, you are my brother. I should tell you that. Because I know more of the story. And I'm a professional. So up till now, up to date, the Issele-Uku are brothers and our sisters. And when I applied to also marry from Issele-Uku, I discovered that it's a member of the Issele-Uku family. That marriage was scuttled, and for 2 months I am back on hunger strike.
Thanks for clicking on this channel. Please subscribe to FO's blog history, and click on the notification button so that whenever we upload a new video you will be notified. I was told as a Benin prince I cannot marry Issele-Uku princess, says Prince Akenzua. He made the assertion at the Great Benin Descendants Stakeholders Conference in Benin City. According to Prince Akenzua, he said he visited Issele-Uku years ago. He was well received and accorded the respect given to a Benin prince. Issele-Uku royalty are direct descendants of Oba Akenzua I. When I was there I saw a beautiful Issele-Uku princess. I fell in love with her and wanted to marry her immediately. But I was told I could not marry her because we were related. I was devastated and heartbroken, he said. He also talked about Oba Akenzua, who was the originator of the word amini. Until this day, nobody knows the meaning of that word. The people of Ngbanker are Benins, but the problem is they don't speak Benin. The Benin people in Rivers State have been bastardly subjugated over years and we have not been able to help them, he said. He talked about the challenges confronting the Benin nation. Historians should be unbiased. History should be objective, not subjective, he added. Please watch and listen to Prince Akenzua.
And this also will bring your family obligations. I want to also pay proud to very intelligent Oba, one of the greatest Oba Akenzua I. I pay proud to Oba Akenzua and Oba Orogwa in his sobriquet said, Ayebo mini Orogwa Ayebo re mini. We are yet to find the meaning of that word. Mini. But to me, I found mini because we never understood what it meant. And we decided to give it an acronym. Mini. And I want to also pay proud to that Oba Akenzua. Don't forget, for those of you who are not history students, Oba Akenzua renamed before he ascended the throne of his father is Prince Ogyomo. Ogyomo, he was named Ogyomo because he had a caricature nature. I apologize for using that word caricature because it might go viral. And somebody will ask you to explain what you mean by caricature. He wasn't too handsome, as a matter of fact. And his name was Ogyomo, a very great Oba, who interestingly spent 54 years on the throne. And I want to respect the CJ for mentioning Prince Osifo. Osifo was very radical, precisely shaving his beard to show to the father that he was too old, and the man had to vacate the palace to Ogbelaka, like he rightly said. The CJ, I must say that that's a very good one. Oba Akenzua is a direct son of Oba Esonye. Oba Esonye had a lot to his credit, but there's no time for that. Would have given you much about how it started. That is for that. We wouldn't have been here if there's no genealogical tie. If I saw an Igbo man in the street, I would call him Onyamiri. Yeah. And that is what almost scuttled my studies in Enugu. When I see Igbo, I say, you Onyamiri. They got angry. I said, Prince, why do you call us Onyamiri? But we can find that Igbo, part of the Igbo are part of us here. And almost 80% of rivers are Edo people. And not to talk of the Esan. We have enjoyed the curatorial concept as enunciated by the CJ that the Esan is such a very wonderful place. And let us not be scared of Esan. 6, essentially, adding context to this discourse. What we are here is discourse. Right? And geographical landscape. For example, Anyama nation, Benin nation are interwoven. although they are normal trying to be very funny, and some of the writers there did not look at the intensity of what they were writing. They were writing voluminously without the corrective effects of what they wrote. For instance, the Issele-Uku people are direct children of Oba Akenzua, the first niece Oba Akenzua. And that's why when I visited the Oba of Issele-Uku for the first time, I filled the form. Under 2 seconds, I was ushered in. And he stood. He said, "Ah, my brother." I said, "You are my brother." I should tell you that, because I know more of the story. And I'm a professional. So up till now, up to date, the Issele-Uku are brothers and our sisters. And when I applied to also marry from Issele-Uku, I discovered that it's a member of the Issele-Uku family. That marriage was scuttled, and for 2 months I am back on hunger strike. That somebody has broken my heart. When is when. Now let's look at the challenges. The challenges confronting Benin nations. I'm sure we like to hear this. Are we ready to hear this? Because of time. 1. Till date, 6 Ibaka villages have retained their various heads known by the people as Enoge. And that is very correct. But the language spoken by the people of Ika and mixture of Igbo and Benin as originally wishes of Benin, that is not possible. If the bankers say they are part of us, fine. That is correct, it's not in doubt. But they are yet to find our language very comfortable for them to speak. It's a challenge to us. It's a challenge to this nation. And the reason why we are here today is to see you. I'll see Mr. Ero and say, "That's my brother." Apart from Maswen has been my brother when my interest, if you were to be a woman, was in high esteem. So that is also settled. And if I see him, where's my brother? My brother here, I can allow him to stay in my house till Mama call if there's a word like that. You understand? So that's what it meant. These persons are not speaking Benin. When you tell them, "Well, yeah, see, I can't speak Benin." My very first assignment was to go to a banquet. And after the lecture that same day, I saw a very beautiful damsel like Adesua. And you all know what happened to Adesua. And I applied the concept, modus operandi of trying to see if I can woo her. She said, "I know they hear your language." Imagine. So the meaning. The Lord that I've been saying, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, so one more say, I know they hear your language." I was demoralized. And I was disillusioned. The interest died, natural death. And I left that scene.
Too many breakfasts.
The Ibaka War of 1895 is well recorded in this account. And it was from the war that Ibaka had more patriotism she had till date. And that is very correct. 3. The interest of leaders of church with a view to ensuring that these ethnic groups, for instance, River State is recognized and has been very, very weak. The leaders are not appropriating what it takes. Not only finance that you appropriate. Now, when you have information on hand, first information on hand, you work towards it. Our leaders will not have allowed people who have been in the river to be subjugated. They have been dastardly subjugated. Our brothers and sisters in River State have been dastardly subjugated. Please quote me. I have no apology of that. But our leaders just fold their hands. They've been eating a bar here. The Benin proverb says that if a man eats a bar while squatting, having paid for the gari, you are not sweating, you are not suffering. But if you didn't pay for the gari, the owner of the gari can meet you while you are eating. You say, give me my money. That's where they insult. And it is very clear, abundantly clear, that those in this river, Ikwere, Oba, they are bona fides of Benin. But their cry has been hue and cry. And nobody seems to have listened to them. Apart from Imaswen, who tried to. But Imaswen alone cannot do it all. Other leaders should move and swing into action. And we are not going to war with anybody. It's for us to say that we have a lot to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I've almost been warned. I have a lot that I would have wanted. Then four, most laymen do not see history from the point of view of professionals. In fact, most stories and other sources of history which the historian requires should be reconstructed. Very correct. In this case, good historical account should be devoid of favoritism. If you are a good historian, don't favor anybody. And what you see is what you should write. Because of time, let it be known undoubtedly that Benin nation is a natural creation, but an amalgamation of people from different tribes and locations within the Nigerian polity. Before now, little do we know that the people of Ebu are Igala, the people of Ugodu are Okunzu are Yoruba, the people of Ibrede are Isoko minority, and the people of Aima are Igala, the people of Asaba, Ila, and Okpana have their own previously known to be from Igala. That's what they said they are. But when the people of Ozanogogo have no opposition, they are part of the Benin nation. And the people of Ibuzo, Akukugbo, Ishiagu, Ewulu, and the only people who trace their genealogy or their origin to Igbo land. In all, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is evident that history does not obliterate the ancestry of anyone, but it does not satisfy or dissatisfy people that gives account of the past with facts. I rest my case and I rest the letter. I'd like to appreciate you.